Good morning, guys. Today we will learn something new. It's first I will say what we're learning, and then we'll explain. So today I will learn how to answer a text question using text evidence. So let's say it together. Today I will learn how to answer a text question using text evidence. But what does this mean? I think the hardest word in this sentence is the words text evidence. Text evidence is a special or fancy word for a sentence in a story that helps us to answer story questions. So let's put this into words that we can understand better. Here it says, today I will learn how to answer a story question with the sentence that helped me find the answer. And so sometimes without knowing, we answer questions without knowing how exactly we get the answer. We always get the answers from sentences in a story that tell the answer, that show us the answer. And so today we'll practice finding those sentences and putting them in our answers. We're gonna use a book that we've read before. It's called Fly Away Home. So let's get our plot diagrams out for that. It should look like this in the screen. I want to give you a few minutes to go over that. Okay, so now that you've got it out, I want you to discuss with your partner a turn and talk. Okay, we're going to do a turn and talk. In this turn and talk, I want you to summarize this book, Fly Away Home. You can use first, next, and finally when you're summarizing, or you could just say, it was about blah, blah, blah. So I'll give you some time. You can use your plot diagram. You can go back in the text, but I want you to think about what this story is about. We've read this before. So I'll give you 3 minutes to turn and talk. Okay, now that we've turned and talked, we'll discuss. But now let's get to what we're learning today. We're learning to use how to use text evidence to answer questions. But this seems like such a hard thing to do that I'm going to teach you how a shortcut, okay? Or I'm going to teach you how to do it using RACE. RACE is going to help us to remember all of the parts to our answer. So the first letter in RACE is R. R stands for rewrite. But what does that mean? Okay, when we're answering a question with text evidence, we will use the question to start our answer. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at our question. It says, how did Ella change in the story? Okay, so now I think, how do I change this question into the beginning of my answer? Well, I have a trick for that. Just take out the question word in the question. Okay, the question words are words like who, what, when, where, why, and how. How is the question word in our question. So we take that out. What we have left is, did Ella, so without how, it says, did Ella change in the story? Okay, so I'm going to take out the word did also and keep moving. I'm going to keep removing words from the beginning of the question so that I can use the rest of the question to answer the question. Okay, so after I take out how and did, it says, Ella changed in the story. I can use this to start my answer. So this is how I did it. Ella changed in the story because, okay, so for rewrite, we just take out the question word. And the next words letter in race is A for answer. Give me your idea. How did Ella change in the story? Well, don't forget to use your sentence starter. Ella changed in the story because. So here I used Ella changed in the story because she loves to travel. Just answer your question in this part of race. Finally, almost done here. Cite. C for cite. But what does cite mean? Cite is where we give the text evidence for our answer. That, in simple words, it means tell me which sentence you used when giving me the answer. Okay, which sentence gave the answer? So look here. Ella changed in the story because she loves to travel. When we look back, I found a sentence like this to show my answer. Ella wiped her tears and began to smile as she looked out the window of the airplane. Okay, that shows that Ella loves to travel. And so, when you do this by yourself, or when we do it together, you're gonna have to look back at the story and find a sentence that gave you the answer. Then you just copy it down on your answer. Okay. Finally, E for explain. Explain means tell why. So here we have to connect our evidence, our text evidence, the one we just wrote down, to our answer. How do they connect? How does my text evidence show my answer? Let's see how I did it in our example. It says Ella changed the story because she loves to travel. I used the sentence Ella wiped her tears and began to smile as she looked out the window of the airplane. How does this show? How does this sentence show my answer? This is how I'm explaining now. Ella is not scared anymore. She loves to travel because she enjoys or she likes what she can see outside the window of the airplane. Okay, so here I used race to answer a question with text evidence. Let's go back and just summarize one more time. R for, yes, rewrite. Good. We're just retelling our story. Retelling our question to start our answer by crossing out the question words. Then we answer our question. Then we give evidence for our answer. Which sentence gave you this answer? Which sentence shows your answer? Just copy it down. Finally, we explain. E for explain. Tell how your text evidence, the one you just gave, shows your answer. Why did you use this text evidence? You have to tell me why. Okay, so let's do one together, and you will use another text to